Good day, everybody. Good day, students of the Parent Edu channel. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. Um, okay, without any waste of time, I just want to resume from where we stopped. Last time we announced that we're going to be talking about the cybersecurity, the importance of your personal information to be protected and to prevent scams and a lot of phishing activities from taking place into your devices or in your personal life. So let's start with the introduction. Although this information is going to cover the side of the athletes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that this thing is only applicable to athletes, but it's also applicable to each and every person or every one's life, personal life. So start with the introduction. Everyday athletes and their support personnel provides information about themselves and others. What does that mean? Be it an example, you want to attend an event, you want to register for an event, you have to submit your personal information, e.g. your name, surname, date of birth or ID, your location. Even when it comes to applying at different universities or applying for a job online, you just receive a suspicious email or just receive an email saying that you have to provide your personal information. That also counts into cybersecurity threat. Web and app-based tools have been developed to make it easier to submit and share this personal information or this information. So, why? Because by physical appearance, it won't be that simple to hack your system. Because if something is physical, it won't be easy to approach. But during the internet or in the online world, then it becomes a bit easier for scammers or system hackers to investigate and do research about your information to hack the systems and steal your personal information. Sometimes it can even land you in serious danger. So let us shift into this subheading or subtitle: passwords. Passwords are very, very important, and passwords, they defend your data. Studies show that 80% of hacking-related breaches involve weak or stolen passwords. So you need to make sure that you use a strong password that's not weak and that's not predictable. And as well as you protect your password, make sure that you are the only one who knows the password. Or maybe you can write it somewhere if you know that you forget things easily. But your password needs to be strong. Say for example, you want to write a password about for you, let's say it's your Facebook password, and you want to upgrade or you want to strengthen your Facebook password. It needs to be something like you can make it as long as possible, as lengthy as possible. You can say from 6 to 12 letters or 12 points or units. Let's say it can be edu channel 303% / dot you understand, something like that. So that will make your password to be pretty much stronger and not easy to hack into your systems. And password cracking tools keep improving. So when technology improves, even the technology of the thieves or the scammers, it also improves, because there are people who are behind the system that are also doing some theft. Say for example, there are people who might be working at the big IT companies, but when off duty, they also do some other fishy stuff, which is something like scamming people's accounts, stealing money and stuff like that. So a password that was highly secure in the past has become much easier to crack. Why? Because scammers came into realization, they've come to realize that passwords in the past, they were in this format, but now that we're in the present, there are these hints to try and trace the passwords that we used in the past. So you need to make sure that your password is not traceable. It's highly encrypted. So how safe are we? Or how safe are your passwords today? Well, on a system permitting unlimited attempts, you have to protect your passwords because somebody, if you have a password that's like 3 to 5 units, it's easy to predict. As you know that the systems nowadays they just work in unlimited attempts. You can punch in a wrong password right now and it tells you that you have to wait for 5 minutes, and that scammer may wait for 5 minutes, and then after 5 minutes makes another attempt and fails. It says wait for 1 hour, but it will keep on extending the time, not blocking. So you need to be careful about your passwords. And also remember, longer is stronger. Recent findings show that length is the most important factor in strong passwords. So if your password is pretty much longer, that means your password is safe. It's not easy to predict. And also make sure that your password is memorable. Make it something that you can remember, but it's hard for others to guess, like random words only you associate. What random words? Say something like okay, which password can I use? Edu channel. Okay, definitely I'm gonna choose Edu channel and just write Edu channel at 2020 or at Corona, something like that. And that thing is not easy to guess. It's not easy to predict, but need to make sure that your password stays strong. And also verified. Use a unique passphrase for each account or device. Why? Because once someone cracks one account of yours and only to find that you've used the same password in all your accounts, then you are dead. Your system or your accounts are hacked, and anything might happen into your account. So multi-factor, when available, use authentication tokens or biometrics in addition to a password. Why? Because if you can write a password like edu channel, I'm gonna use A for act. The A that we use, the encircled A that we use when writing emails, I can say edu channel and then put it in between the A for channel, and then like that it will be safe. So let's just move to this other page because I've written a lot of information that's going to help you. You need to take note of phishing, because there are lots of phishing taking place each and every day. So use a deceptive, pardon for that. What is phishing? It's the use of a deceptive email, text, or phone call designed to infect your devices or steal information or manipulate you into taking other harmful actions. And to my surprise, 91% of all cyber attacks begin with phishing emails. How can you recognize a fish? It's so easy to recognize a fish, my friends. Say, for example, you received an email that is not proper, that's not legit, saying, say, for example, you received an email from Tesla, it's a Tesla Inc. or Tesla@gmail.com. No, that's not a legit email. A company or a real company or a legit company does not use Gmail. They use their own domain. It can be Tesla, what can I say? Okay, inquiries at Tesla.us or .inc or .com or .org, whatever, but it doesn't use Gmail. So if someday you receive an email like that, just know that something like phishing. The email or the caller gets to ask you to confirm your personal information. Why? Because once they get your information, they can do anything. That's why even when you go to open a bank account or any account, they need your personal information so that they can do the validation and authentication to protect your information. So you need to be careful about your personal information. The web links and email addresses do not look genuine. That's what I said earlier. You need to make sure that you check those web links and emails. It's not easy to trust a web link that says www.educhannel. What can I say? Educhannel. Yeah, something that's suspicious. www.edu.co. You understand, something like that. But you need to check that the web link is really legit, and you can also go and make a research about it and see if it's really legit or not. If you don't if you suspect a phishing, you'll also find that the phone number that you're receiving a call from does not exist, but it is able to give you a call. So you need to suspect that one. Or sometimes you might find that you don't recognize the phone number, which is another factor of phishing, relating to phishing. And even the emails, sometimes they may be poorly written. Say, for example, dear Mr. Nzima, application to a job, you understand? Or job application to work. You understand? That kind of email, it's poorly written. It's poorly written. So you need to check for those spelling mistakes, those phrases. You need to make sure that you check if it's clearly written, it's righteously written, and is it legit or not. Because if you're not careful of that, you're gonna be lured into scams and a lot of crime related stuff. Cybersecurity. Remember, we're talking about cybersecurity right now. So there's also the possibility of you discovering a suspicious link or attachment. You may see in your email saying that click the link below so that you can claim your form, or you can download the form and apply for the job. But when you try and verify the link, only to find that the link does not it's not legit. So that means sometimes automatically by clicking links you can expose your personal information into scammers, and by so doing they can easily use it to steal your stuff. So what can I say? Let's check here. The message or call is designed to make you panic. Say you received an email and they told you that you need to okay, dear Mr. Nzima, this is a job application. Your job application has been approved. We've received your CV. Although you know that you haven't applied for a job, but they say we've received your CV, so please respond to this email within 24 hours so that we can process it. Just know that they're trying to create a panic, and they're trying to rush you into providing personal information that they're gonna also use to steal your stuff, or to expose your personal information, or even to hack your accounts. So you need to be careful of that. It's like receiving a phone call saying that you've won $50,000 or 50,000 rand, and you have to claim it as soon as possible. You only have 2 hours, and after 2 hours it's gonna expire. So just know that it's part of phishing. They're trying to scam you. They're trying to steal your information. So how can you avoid being a phishing victim? I know we've talked about phishing, but you also need to know how to avoid phishing. Okay, in order to avoid phishing, stop. Never automatically click links or provide information over the phone, or open or download attachments in your emails or email box. Number 2, think. Would the caller or sender really ask you to provide this information? Number 3, verify. Don't reply to unexpected emails. Contact the sender through a trusted channel to confirm authenticity. because you just receive a random email saying that, yeah, you've won 50,000 already, you have to respond fast, fast, fast. Although you know that you haven't participated in any competition. No, that's so suspicious. You need to be careful. And remember, um, when a legit company notifies you, your account, it will never ask you to click a link or provide your password. This is mainly for athletes. So there are different types of phishing, which is a phishing and a spear phishing. A spear phishing is it's a phishing system that's um, intentionally um, designed for a specific person. Like it's a target fish. This one, it has got a specific target that they wanna attack. Okay, spearfishing is a type of fishing attack, unlike a regular fish. A spearfish is personalized to the target. Let's say we wanna hack the system of the man behind every channel, who is Paris. Then we have to make sure that we reach Paris through his email or his phone number or whatever account. We have to make sure that we reach him. Okay, so spearfishers research it targets to make the look like it comes from someone the target knows and trusts. So they make sure that they try and forge, whether it's an email or it's a phone number, to make it look legit, although it's not. So say for example, you may receive okay, as time goes, this edit channel gonna make some giveaways as time goes. So sometimes you may receive a message saying that parent edit channel, we are giving away this amount of money and blah blah blah, and you have to verify. You know, you trust edit channel, but that's not edit channel. The people who are sending you those messages are not from edit channel. So just like that, you get scammed. This is sometimes called social engineering. For example, social networks or networking sites can reveal habits, interests, friends, and networks. Did you know that? You may say something on Google, say, just like now there's this new device that has been launched in 2020, the Huawei P40 series or P40 Lite or the Huawei P40, the 5G network powered cell phone or smartphone. You've recently researched about a P40 on Google, but to your surprise, you see you happen to see a P40 being advertised on Facebook. So that gives you the idea that your interests, likes, and hobbies are being tracked. Everything is tracked. What you search on Google will also appear on Facebook, being advertised. So you need to be aware of that. Underground emails can be intercepted and read by a spearfisher. A seemingly harmless email, call, text could be used to get more information about a target. Let's say they give you a call saying that they've recently received your call. They've seen that, okay, you have the potential in sports, you have the potential in designing or in singing, so they'd like to sponsor you. So could you please provide your information or personal information, something like that? Just know that it might be one of those spearfishers or the fishers. So you need to be careful. Okay, how can you avoid being spearfished? Protect. Number one. Use privacy settings to limit access to social media profiles. Your cell phone has got the settings where you control the privacy settings. Say for example, you can select that Facebook can detect your phone numbers, your contact, emails, pictures, videos, and a lot more messages. So you need to make sure that you restrict some of these social media apps or sites from reaching your personal information, your contacts, your family members, because your contacts also may be used in scamming you in this phishing. Because remember, spear phishing, it's more like it's unlike a regular fish, where this phishing system is personalized to the target, and they make sure that they use a trusted email or an imitation or something like that. They try to imitate the person that you trust most, so like that they get to scam you. Be careful about the personal information you post on social media and online. So you need to be careful with the personal information you post. Say, for example, you post your ID or receipt. Okay, let us make an ID challenge. Let's post our IDs on Facebook. Then you need to be careful of that. Number 2, beware. Approach any email request, information, or friend request with caution. Do not just accept any friend request on Facebook, or do not just respond to any email you receive or phone call you receive. If you see that this is suspicious, do not respond. Don't dare try to communicate with those people. Number 3, stop. Stop is almost everywhere. Spear phishers can be hard to spot. When in doubt, verify first by contacting the sender through a trusted channel. So we're done about the phishing. Now we're getting into public Wi-Fi, which most of the people like. I also like public Wi-Fi when I travel. So I need to save my own data. I have to connect to this public Wi-Fi. I need to make sure that I reach this public Wi-Fi and connect and enjoy free data, of which it's not bad to use free things, but you need to be careful about it. So, recognizing the dangers of public Wi-Fi. Public Wi-Fi networks are everywhere. It can be in the city, it can be coffee shops, it can be the airport. And 58% of users log into personal email accounts on public Wi-Fi to make sure that they verify their account or they activate it so that they can be able to use the data, the free data. Nearly 56% log into social media and share info on public Wi-Fi. Once you connect into your public Wi-Fi, what do you do after connecting into a public Wi-Fi? If I may ask, I'd like to know in the comment section. So, most of the people, they connect into public Wi-Fi just to log into Instagram, like they shooting pictures like, oh, I'm traveling now at the airport, at the coffee shop, at what, forgetting that you are providing your personal information, and of which that's also putting you in danger. So, but hacking public Wi-Fi networks, it's easier than you can think. In ethical hacking demo, a 7-year-old was able to break into a Wi-Fi hotspot in just 10 minutes. So just think about this. Because it's a public Wi-Fi, it doesn't have any more important information there. It's just more of scammers or phishers logging into that public Wi-Fi so that they can reach all your emails and personal information that you're gonna punch in while trying to connect into the public Wi-Fi. So you need to be careful about that. And once a bad actor has infiltrated a Wi-Fi network, attacks on your data can take less than 2 seconds. Think about this, guys. 2 seconds. An attack can only take up to 2 seconds. It's either they wipe away all your information, it's either they're transferring some money, they're stealing some personal information, they're downloading stuff from your device. So you need to be careful. So okay, how can you protect yourself from getting hacked on a public Wi-Fi? Okay, number 1, avoid. Don't use public Wi-Fi unless you have to. Number 2, protect. Install and use VPN. Do you know a VPN? A VPN is a virtual private network. On every device, everywhere you connect, you can use a VPN. A VPN helps protect your personal information. Number 3, change any username, password, or other credentials entered while on public Wi-Fi. You need to make sure that you change those things. So lastly, let's talk about computer devices. Computer devices also includes your phone, because your phone is a mobile computer. Protecting your personal computing devices on the road. Your personal computing devices are at significantly higher risk when you are away from home. One in five travelers are victims of a cybercrime. One laptop is stolen every 53 seconds in the whole world. How can you protect your devices when you travel? Okay, this is the question that gives you the tip on how to protect your devices. Use strong passwords and biometric protection if available on all devices. You need to secure them. Prepare. It's number 2. Turn on tracking and remote log wipe features on mobile devices. Say for example, someone snatches your phone and then runs away, or snatches your laptop or your backpack, and only to find that you have your phone in possession. You can be able to wipe all the information that's in that device or lock it. This protects your device once it's stolen. So number 3, protect. Keep mobile phones, laptops, and other computing devices in your possession at all times. Say for example, you're wearing a tight jean, or you're just wearing just a simple clothing, or just wearing a simple trouser. Then make sure that you put your phone, you dip it inside your trouser. You don't just put it at the back. No, make sure that it's safe, and keep them out of sight when possible. And make sure that they're not visible from thieves, scammers, snatchers, or whatever. So we have reached the end of this cybersecurity lesson. I wanted to share with you this helpful information in order to make you stay safe during these difficult times. So please don't forget to click the subscribe button so that you can still get updates whenever we upload videos that are helpful and videos that are based on on education or educational information that may help change your life. This is Paris Nzima and the Edu channel. We love you. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button as we exit this video. I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a nice day. Thank you.